What is up, everybody? It's Reverse here today, and we're going to talk about Embracer Group wanting more money than $70 for their video games, $80 and above for some of their games, as much what they were claiming here. Now, we're getting to the point in time where everything is getting more expensive. Groceries, rent, anything you could think of is getting more expensive now, but they want to charge more for video games. It's like I could barely justify spending $7 for a video game, but now they want more than that. That is kind of wild. I just don't see why these people are being this like greedy with these game prices. It's like I knew from the get go that $7 wasn't gonna be the stopping point. They're gonna try to go higher than that, and it's definitely showing they want to go. They want to get more than $70, and Embracer wants to be the first one who wants to do that. And apparently, we had 4 years since it's a lot of price point. And in a recent interview, they said that while no one has tried raising the price of standard releases beyond $70, that is something that the company has been pondering as of late. However, Wing Force is quote to note that these internal discussions aren't being framed as a typical price hike, but are instead aimed towards figuring out what kind of games consumers may want to pay for more than $70 for. So. It's like, why pay $7 for a new game? That's gonna make people want to play the older games more or get into services like Game Pass more, because $7 for each one of these new games, when it's like they're not even that much greater than the stuff we have already. It's like, I don't think this is gonna plan out too well. Well, I'm definitely not partaking in this nonsense, especially for Embracer Group's games. Like, I can't think of any games they make that's like that amazing anyway. And then he uses examples for enormous RPGs, which may have 100 or 150 hours of gameplay, on top of an offering of experience. Okay, so it's like there's already big RPGs right now that's less than $70. Like, I can play Cyberpunk 2077, which I'm playing right now. That game is like over 100 hours, and I paid like $60 on release, and I'm still playing the game. So, I'm just not seeing a lot of people getting on board with paying more than $70. Especially people are saying we're in a recession right now. So I don't know. That's a crazy strategy to do, especially right now. They want to go with this, right? They want to go by raising the prices. I don't think that's going to work out too well, but let's see what other people got to say about this nonsense right here. That is an interesting way of saying Nintendo will win all future console generations. Yeah, if Nintendo's the only affordable one, then people are going to go towards Nintendo, but I don't even think that's even going to. It's like, I just think people are just gonna avoid paying $7 for a lot of these newer games, or well, I guess above 70, like 80 and above. They don't say exactly what price, but people are just gonna avoid buying newer games. It's just gonna affect the industry that way. Literally, everybody who's a gamer and follows gaming news hates this company. Yeah, I don't see too many good press about Embracer, to be honest. I think they should do it. No one's intended to buy their games anyway, and when they flop, everyone else will reconsider. Okay, that's a weird strategy. Well, this will buy day one and wait for a sale. I think that's ultimately what's going to happen. People are going to buy less games day one and just wait for sales, or use like Game Pass, whatever, to save money. I guess it's something that people won't be embracing. Oh man, these higher-ups want to crash the video games market so bad, and it's working. Please just keep at it and ruin the whole industry. I thought 70 was asking too much, but I think 80 is definitely pushing it to a boundary where I think most people gonna. That might be the camel that breaks the straw. That might be the strength. That might be the thing that breaks the camel's back right there. Them raising the price over 70 for a standard video game. Like, all I heard is piracy is good, especially since you got that other element right there that people just pirate games, and you want to punish people who legit just buy your games by increasing the prices. Like, that's kind of crazy. That not a good move in my opinion. Just make cheaper games for F's sakes. Yeah, why does every game need to be like a triple A, like graphical masterpiece, or these huge development costs. It's like, I agree, scale back development costs, focus on improving performance, offer innovative mechanics, and bring the bloated development costs down. Yeah, it's like Nintendo can make these highly rated games which don't cost too much to make, and they're probably the most profitable out the big three, or their games sell the most exclusives wise. So it's like, why can't they just make less graphically demanding games? Like, not every game has to be AAA big budget. Like, sure, the gamers like that, but not every game has to be that. If they keep raising the prices, people will buy less and less. Look at the sneaker market. I guess the same thing happened to that market. Um, I don't follow that, so I'm assuming it had a big boom at one point in time, and they start raising prices, people start buying less and less. Games are already too expensive. Not all of us earn 50 plus K a year. Hell, most of us don't even earn 25 plus K a year. No one's gonna want to buy your games that are 20 to 50% the cost of a new system. Never getting Darksiders 4, am I? What else happened to that franchise? That franchise just like disappeared. That is kind of interesting. Like, we don't hear anything about the franchise anymore. And I believe Embracer owns the IP, so just doing nothing with it. Embracer should make games worth spending the money on. The only game I could think of they make that I'm like, I remotely liked, I didn't love it, but I liked it, was that Dead Island 2 game. Other than that, I can't think of any other games I really played from Embracer like that. So, and this is why indie games are thriving. Yeah. I don't even want their games even if it was free. Yeah, so people are not feeling this move from Embracer raising their prices. It's very bizarre. Like I said before, raising prices during this time period, it's crazy. Everybody's broke. Cost of groceries and utilities were gouged through the pandemic. Go ahead and raise the price of your non-essential luxury entertainment products even further. Skip right to finding out. Yeah, don't make a lot of sense. He says no one has tried it, which is just completely not true. Publishers have just done so by offering gold deluxe whatever editions. That is very true. Yeah, because you can buy the different editions. So, or they add like DLC or microtransactions or whatever. So, I just don't see why they're just gonna stick with that plan. Just DLC, DLC and different editions like y'all been doing. Like, why must you raise the standard price of a video game? That just screams like being super greedy at this point in time. Like, you just are very greedy. That's all I'm seeing from that statement right there. Imagine being part of the group that made a game. Oh yeah, Embracer Group was behind the new Saints Row game, which flopped horribly. I mean, I enjoyed the game. I kind of enjoyed the game, but the game was too buggy. I couldn't even finish the game because it was so buggy and glitchy. So just imagine paying more for a game like this. It's just bonkers to me. I was like, you released a big AAA game, which wasn't even finished, which wasn't even like thoroughly like. The bugs weren't even taken out the game completely, so I just got frustrated and couldn't even finish it. But I couldn't imagine paying more for that game than what I did pay. That's just bonkers to me. In the time of economic downturn, this isn't a good idea at all. 40% of PlayStation players still actively playing. That is very true. People haven't even upgraded to the PS5 yet because they see no reason, or they just don't have the funds to. So it's just crazy they want to charge more. This doesn't make sense, but that is the sentiment from people. Seeing this stupid quote from this boss of Embracer Group. They want to raise the prices more, and people just don't have the funds to do so. So, it just seems super greedy. It's just unnecessary, to be honest. But if they do it, I don't think this is going to work out too well. I think their games are going to flop even more. Or if they do make a great game, people are just going to wait for a sale to buy it. So, that's what I think the outcome of this would be if they do decide to do that decision. But definitely want to see your thoughts down below about this. How do you feel about this? Do you think it's a move that most people will probably do, or just avoid their games at all costs, wait for a sale? Leave a like this video, and as always, thanks for watching, and peace